This is Justin's story. I've been given a lifelong responsibility to give this little guy every opportunity possible to spend eternity with God, and in the meantime, glorify God with every breath along the way. It seems like a daunting task when you think about it. I mean, getting someone to heaven and all. But along the way, I've found help. Jesus Christ and God's Holy Spirit. In fact, it's thanks to them that we're even having this conversation today. I've made some serious mistakes along the way, and those mistakes almost made me lose him. I mean, he nearly died lots of times. Actually, it still hurts to say, but there was a time I was trying to kill him every day, and I didn't even realize it. There were some really poor choices I made very early on. He was about 6 years old when, seemingly innocently, I made some choices that would end up changing his life forever. I actually thought the choices I was making for him would make him happy. I didn't understand the serious consequences. Growing up is difficult enough. Then add to that someone making poor choices for you. Some of the scars are still sensitive, even after all these years. I've forgiven myself, as well as the others involved. Most importantly, I know God has forgiven me too. One day I was driving home from my nightclub job. It was very early in the morning and the sun was rising very brightly. God met me that morning, and I asked His Holy Spirit to enter my heart, to forgive my sins, and to fill me fresh anew. And you know what? He did. And that was the beginning of a brand new chapter in Justin's story. That encounter with God was more than 20 years ago now, and even though life and choices are still challenging, that little guy is on the right path to make it to heaven anytime the Lord would ask for him. The journey is far from over, and the adventures just seem to never end. Justin spends all of his time now sharing with others how not to make the poor choices and mistakes that caused him so much pain and sorrow. When he sees a tear run down someone's cheek, he always remembers Psalm 56:8. You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. I think he even sees the angel who catches them. Those sorrows and tears are precious to God because they become ministry if we are brave enough to take the risk and share what's happened to us. Justin's story is not new or unique. It's the same story every person who has ever lived has experienced. He's just risking a little more than some by speaking up and telling his story. But when God asks you to do something, especially since He's done so much for us, you just have to say, "Yes, Lord,